Hello and welcome to another one of my See It Be It interviews. And this is Shereen Griffiths, who was one of the Winsford nominees and then went on to be one of our winners. So I'll just read out one of the nominations. Plush years to all the girls and ladies of Winsford and Middlewich. She has been a Brown Owl and Division Commissioner. She has helped to build our young girls into confident, independent young ladies who believe they can do anything. And I think that explains well about the girl guiding community. Would you agree?
Definitely. As I said, I've been involved since my youngest daughter was 7 years old. I got involved because they were short of somebody to go on pack holiday with them in the kitchen, and that's where I went. So I started then went and helped them, and then we did my training, and then I moved and took over St Joseph's Brownies about 20 years ago now. We're now known as 6 Winsford. We're no longer known as St Joseph's because we had a spell where we couldn't meet there, and we used to meet at the fire headquarters. So that was very inspiring for the girls. It really was. And girl guiding, it's a marvelous, I don't like to say institution, but that's what it is. You know, it exists to help girls and young women find their voice and build skills and confidence, and it inspires them to discover the best in themselves and empowers them to make a positive difference in their community. Yeah, so that's girl guiding basically. And in this community, it's been a very strong in this community for a long time, with the ladies that started it off in this area. Yeah. So
yeah, I think and they recently had gone through modernisation as well, isn't it? So they are very modern. They do really up-to-date badges.
Yeah, we had a new programme about 2 years ago. I mean, I think I've done 3 new programmes over my time. This latest one, yeah, it's excellent. I mean, it's a pick up a card and you do it, you know. So it helps with the modern woman who is running a family, working, running a home, and then they still come out and they volunteer hours each week, and they take the children away, the girls rather, away for weekends. They take them away for a week. They go camping with them. They go all over the country with them, even international. There is fantastic international experience for these girls. Last year, well, not last year, year before now, my young leader went to India and worked in India for a week in a place, and in the Gambia. I've had one young leader go to the Gambia. So they all, you know, the opportunities are fantastic. They really are.
And I guess that's why you've done it for so many years. See these young girls develop into young women and feeling empowered.
Definitely. Yeah, my young leaders have been my ex-brownies or rainbows. I've never had a rainbow unit. Always had a brownie guide. My daughter runs the guide unit. She has just started a ranger unit, so there's another inspirational woman. And yeah, she started this ranger unit, you know. So and everybody just works so hard with it, and it's open to everyone.
Yeah,
absolutely everyone. It doesn't matter whether you live in a mansion or whatever. It is absolutely open to everyone. Not everyone, because of course we don't have boys, which I think is a good thing, because girls have got their own space. It gives girls their own personal space, and I think that is really good. Yeah,
and we're the same. We're a women and girls only charity, and I think sometimes that does have its place for people, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, the new program is very innovative. Because the skills from doing our home skills badge, where you would go and do the ironing and you'd go and do some cooking and some cleaning, and I remember when I was first leader, the mayor came and we had to polish his badge, you know, and that sort of thing. now it's incredible, the new program, what the skills for the future that they're giving. Last week at Brownies we did one where we were experimenting with bottles and putting different things and seeing the chemical reaction to make them fly. So, you know, that's part of what we do now, you know. So
yeah. No, it's absolutely brilliant. I think more girls should, you know, seek out where their local groups are, shouldn't they, really?
That's right. And I am trying like mad at the moment to recruit, because our numbers have almost, well, nationally, they're certainly down by a good third because of COVID.
Yeah.
So there's a national recruitment going on at the moment in areas. But the problem being is you've got to have the leaders as well. So you've got to have the volunteers to do it, to be able to run the units. Just had a guide unit close in the area, which is really sad. We're struggling for leaders for Rainbows, Brownies and guides. You know, so we do need the adult leaders as well. And our training is excellent, and it's all for free. We do not pay for any of our training. We don't pay for our. So again, anybody, you know, you have to have your DBS done. Safeguarding, we're all qualified in safeguarding, up to level 4. So, you know, there's a first response. We all have to do our first response. So we're all trained as first responders. So the support nationally is, you know, it's excellent, really. It's not just something that's local, but nationally.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Support. I think, like you say, there's that institution, isn't there?
Yeah. And low cost. I mean, I think that's, you know, that's to be thought about, really, because it's not a massive, it's a weekly payment more often than not. Some units charge monthly, some units charge half-termly, some units charge termly. But it is absolutely what the parents can afford, you know. And things like uniform, you don't have to have the uniform. It's nice to have it, but there's a lot of hand-me-downs goes around, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's grants to support people that cannot afford to buy the uniform. So it's very inclusive, very inclusive.
Very,
You know, I think people think, oh, it's
just
the
a
posh
big thank
people.
you from the local community.
Sorry, I missed that.
You know, for making it. I'm just going to say a big thank you for everybody in the community for all the girl guiding, really, to make it, as you say, so inclusive, really.
Yeah. And it has to be kept like that. I think that's what us as leaders fight for, that it is kept inclusive. You know, and costs are minimal, especially around this area. You know, costs are quite minimal around this area. We all, you know, and we all chip in together. And I mean, we've just nationally had a huge struggle to pay the annual subscription, because every person pays an annual subscription. So, you know, we have, and the county have supported us dramatically in the costs of that, you know, and nationally they've not increased the costs on last year or regionally or whatever. So, you know, and most units have managed to pay it out of their funds. They've managed to pay it out of their funds. So, so we have to think about things
thank
like
you
that.
for everything that you do as well. You know, it's obviously really, really valued, all what you do in the local community.
Yeah, we try. Yeah. Well, it's a wonderful town to live in an area. Yeah, it's a wonderful area and town to live in. You know, it's. Wasn't born here. But yeah, I've been here quite a long time now.
Right. Well, thank you for taking part in the interview, and thank you, and continue to do it, and we'll help you as much as we can as well to hopefully recruit some girl guides.
Yeah, brilliant. That would be fantastic. And there's plenty of spaces. There's no, Rainbows is the only one that possibly has a waiting list. And there's a few Rainbow units, but there's less Rainbow units than Brownie units, and there's more Brownie units than Guide units, you know. But certainly certainly in Winsford, the Rainbow units have got spaces at the moment, and the Brownie units and the Guide units. So Middlewich, they're quite full, but I mean, people are willing to travel. I mean, we have Moulton, so there's certainly within this area. We're called Rilshire Division, so within Rilshire there is spaces. So thank you very much for having me on. I've lost you again, Kate. I think I lost you. Oh.
No, it's all right. So yeah, I will definitely help promote that and put the word out for it, because I think it's such a valued thing for any young woman to do.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you anyway. Thank you.